What up, guys? So I'm gonna give you guys my settings. They're not, anything crazy. I know a lot of you have been asking about my settings. So we'll go over just kind of the basics because I don't really totally remember what some things are default or not. So first I wanted to let you guys know what controller I use. So we'll put a description too. I use a Razer Wolverine Ultimate Edition controller. It has paddles and stuff on the back. It has like the trigger stops, so to make it so like trigger won't like fully go down, which that is nice to use if you like a single fire weapon. The only paddle that I have active is back left, like the higher up one, because there's like more. Okay, and I just have it set to crouch, so I don't use that to like crouch spam. I still use right stick. Go over, but that does help like crouch if you're in a death box or such. It is a nice option. Okay. Basically, I have mostly just normal settings here. Map rotation on. I really like that on. I don't know why people play with that off. So weird to me. Weapon cycle. So I have that off so that if... Because sometimes it'll swap when you don't want it to swap. And it'll get you killed because you'll try to then swap it on your own. I think it's just best to have the muscle memory where you always are swapping it on your own. Auto sprint, I have that off. I do not like that on at all. Jetpack control, I have that on hold, and that's for if you're like playing Valkyrie. Really, that's the only setting, but hold is definitely like the way you want to go with that. Taking damage, you should always have that off. If you don't have that off, please. If you're in the storm trying to craft, it will literally not let you if you have this setting on. It is not a setting you should ever have on. I understand that maybe you don't realize you're taking damage, but if you play with vibration on controllers, it will literally, your controller will vibrate when you take damage. That is right there an indication, not you needing to get thrown out of the death box. I just think that's a big one. Yeah, I play with anonymous mode just because are weird. I like the display on because I love to know when I'm getting packet loss because it's good. I don't have any of the colorblind settings on, but I don't like them, so I've never wanted to change it. I don't like the way that, for me personally, I know a lot of people do and just enjoy that, but not me. For the controller, my button layout, I have it on a button which it moves. The only thing that changes from like default is it moves from melee to B and your crouch to right stick. I did that because I have an issue like accidentally meleeing. I was having that issue, so that allows me to accidentally crouch instead of accidentally meleeing in a fight. Would save you more than randomly meleeing. So if you have that issue, I definitely suggest it, but overall I think that's the best place. It makes it easier to, if you want to crouch while in a fight, isn't easier than moving your thumb up. You're trying to also aim. It's just the option. I think that's a really solid place. I have this on toggle because so this is crouch. So like when you're crouched, if you have it on hold, you have to hold your right stick in the whole time. And I like the way I play is I crouch a lot when it comes to using gas traps, right? I crouch and I walk around. It made it more difficult for me to hold it while doing it. It was hurting me more than helping. So I think toggle is the way for me. Menu cursor speed. I'm always like kind of moving that up more. I probably should put that. But that's a good thing to definitely turn up if you haven't. It helps you armor swap a little bit faster. I just have my sensitivity though on 3. I like it. Dead zone's just on small. This stuff's all just basically on default. I haven't really touched any of this. I don't have any advanced look controls, none of that. Have vibration on, like I mentioned earlier. It does help. I think personally. My field of view, I have it on 104. I went up to 106 and I didn't like it, so I just went back to the 104. That's where I've kept it. Sprint view shake, you should definitely put that on minimal. especially if you're playing a larger character, it takes away that like that big feel that you get when you play like Gibby or Caustic that just feels like they're slower. It helps with that. So I definitely suggest putting it minimal if you can. I mean, my audio settings, that's just anyone, that really doesn't matter. But that's my settings for nothing really too special. I definitely suggest that you round method scores, find what works best for you. Yeah. Like and subscribe.